Hello learners, this is Shraddha Bharti and in today's video we are going to learn about relative density. Now before starting, what is relative density? There are important concepts which you should know. Here are two equal volumes consisting of soil particles. The soil in the first case is tightly packed as compared to the soil in the second case. That means the voids in the first box is less than the voids in the second box. As you know, the void ratio is volume of voids to the volume of solids. If the voids is more, so void ratio also increases. That means void ratio of the second box is greater than the void ratio of the first box. It also means the first box is more dense than the second box. But we cannot tell the absolute density of the first box. Moreover, if the volume is same and the soil particles are completely dry, then gamma d of the first, that means the dry density of the first box, is greater than the gamma d of the second box. Also, void ratio is less than the void ratio of the second one. So we can conclude one thing: density is directly proportional to void ratio and density is inversely proportional to dry density. This also means E is inversely proportional to gamma D. Now coming to the relative density. This is the definition of relative density. Let me write it down. Relative density is defined as E max minus E to E max minus E minimum. It can be expressed in percentage or it can be expressed in fractions as well. This is the definition or as well as the formula for relative density. Now, suppose if this is the natural state of the soil. Now, suppose if the natural state of the soil is in its loosest form, that means E is equals to E max, then what will happen to the ID? If E is equals to E max, the relative density will become 0, right? This is the scenario when E is equals to E max. And what happens if the natural state of the soil E is E minimum? When the soil in its natural state is in densest form, that is E is E minimum, the relative density will become 100%. So this means the relative density varies from 0% to 100%. This is the range of relative density. Also, we have studied that void ratio is inversely proportional to dry density. That means when the void ratio is maximum, dry density will be minimum, and when the void ratio is minimum, gamma d will be maximum. Using that analogy, we can also express relative density in the form of dry density of the soil. We can write relative density as gamma d minimum minus 1 by gamma d by 1 by gamma d minimum minus 1 by gamma d maximum into 100. So this is the expression for relative density with respect to the dry density of the soil. So when E is maximum, gamma d will be minimum, and when E will be minimum, gamma d will be maximum. So these 2 points you have to know. Now coming to another important point is that relative density is used for cohesion-less soil and not for cohesive soil. That means we can use relative density for finding the density for sand or gravel or anything like that, coarse grained sand, fine grained sand, but not for silt and clay. Silt and clay we cannot find the relative density. It is not applicable. Why so? Because the void ratio of the cohesive soil in loose state is very difficult to find. We cannot find the void ratio of the cohesive soil in loose state experimentally. That means we cannot find Emax experimentally. Now the last point in this lecture is that when the relative density is between 0 to 15%, the soil is said to be in its very loose state. When the relative density is between 15 to 35, it is said to be in loose state. When the relative density is between 35 to 65, it is medium. When it is 65 to 85, it is dense. And when it is 85 to 100%, it is very dense soil. So that's all for today's class. If you want to solve few previous year's GATE questions, you can click on either of these two videos. Thank you and bye-bye and have a nice day.